Hi everybody and welcome back on my YouTube channel. I am Giovanni and today I would like to review some mallets that I got from Mr. Zivkovic. Those mallets are made by Mr. Zivkovic in his factory and they are called Schlagkraft. I got from him all the Vibraphone series to try out. But first, let me tell you something. I don't get paid for making this video and I'm not a sponsor or I'm not endorsing his mallets. So everything you will hear in this video is about my personal overview over those mallets. I'm not really a gear addicted. I have a lot of mallets that I've collected through the years that I got from different factories, also for free as a gift. But at the end of the day, I try to modeling the sound with my hands and not with the mallets. And that's why I don't have with me a lot of mallets. I just have one pair that I use all the time. And when they are worn out, I got a new one from my dealer. There was a period in my life when I was studying with Dave Friedman that I didn't have mallets on purpose, and I want myself to be the creator of my sound. And I remember a day I had the lesson with David and he said, you know, Giovanni, if you want, you can get those mallets for free. And I said to him, yeah, sure, but I prefer not to have mallets, even though I have a lot of them, because I want to be the creator of my sound. I also learned a lot by studying with David Searcy, a great timpani player, who used to say that you need to be able to create soft sound with hard mallet and to manipulate hard mallets so that you can create a soft, warm and round sound. Here we are with a review of those mallets after this long disclaimer, because I don't think mallet will make you a better player. Let's start with a model medium soft. Those are the SV10 Schlagkraft. Personally, I like that sound. I find the mallets to be a little bit too heavy for me, but I'm sure a lot of you guys will like that, especially if you play with traditional grip and you want to imitate the playing of Theodor Milkov. And I know he's using really heavy mallet compared to the one that I use, but definitely great sound. Okay, let's move on to SV20. That's a medium mallet and is the one that I've used the most. I tried them for 3 months now, and those are the one that I use the most because of the sound, because of the fact that I can project the sound also when I play with drummers. And this for me is really important because I am a jazz vibraphone player. And I also use them in solo situation. In fact, I had a couple of gigs this summer where I play solo and also duo situation without the drums. And I really like the dynamic range that you can get out of those mallets. So here we are, SV20. As you can hear, there's a little bit more of attack, but still a round sound. And this is something that I research on mallets, to have a deep, warm sound with a good attack. Also, in terms of weight, I really feel comfortable. Weight helps you to project the sound, and also in softer passages, a little bit more weight gives you a little bit more attack. Let's move to the third pair of mallet. Here we have a medium hard mallet. I like those mallets especially when I play on funk band and on Latin ensemble. It happens to me a lot that I play Latin jazz or salsa, and I really need to cut through the rhythm section. And I think those mallets are really the way to go, especially when you don't have the opportunity to have a good sound engineer. After the coronavirus, there's not anymore that much money for culture in general. So a lot of the time, you have to be responsible for your sound. An advice that I want to give to new player is that you have to be familiar with microphones, with PA system and mixer, and to be able to manipulate your sound, because a lot of the time you play in situation where the technical engineer, if there's one, never did a gig with a vibraphone player. It's your responsibility to get a good sound, even with people who never ever seen a vibraphone. Here we are, SV30 medium hard mallet. Okay, so what I like about those mallets is that you can have a good punch, but still a warm sound. So definitely, if you're looking for medium arm mallet for cutting through with drum players, that's the one that I would pick. Let's move on to the hardest mallet of the series, SV40, and it's called Clear Cat. You can imagine why. They really play hard. To me, I don't particularly like this kind of sound, but I know that for classical players, there might be some cases where you need some hard mallet because it's a request by the composer or because you need to obtain cutting sound. So that's the mallet that you want to use. Also, if you want to divide your ends between soft mallet and hard mallet, I would use such mallets. But again, I'm not really a player that likes to mix mallet that much. I don't feel the need of that. I prefer to use 4 mallets. Even though sometimes when I play marimba, especially 5-octave marimba, I like to have different tone on my left hand or on my outer mallet in the left hand for creating different texture, dividing the bass line from my accompaniment and from my melody. So you can even use 3 different mallets, like a really soft mallet on your outer left, 2 even mallets on the middle. In the upper register, you want to use a clear cut mallet so that your sound will be projected. But make sure to find a right sticking for that, because you have 3 different mallets in your hands. That meaning you have 3 different sounds. And that's why, being an improviser, I don't really like this system, because I never know what mallet are we gonna play. Even though I'm a button player and I know that in solo playing I will use mallet number 1 and mallet number 3. So let's give them a try. Another thing that I don't like when I play with really hard mallet is that you get a lot of harmonics down on the left side of the instrument. So there's a little tip that I use, which is to move slightly off the center. I move a little bit up and I get a warmer sound without so much harmonic. And then of course you need to trim a little bit the volume and don't play too hard, even though it might be requested by a certain composer. For my own personal playing, I really like the SV20, because those are the mallets that fit my own kind of playing. Those are really balanced. You have a round sound with good projection, a good attack of sound without becoming harsh, also when playing with drummers. But if I had to play with loud drummer, then I use the SV30. I have a lot of mallets in my arsenal, so if you like me to make a review of other mallets, please let me know in the comment. And also let me know if there are some particular mallet that you find fits your own playing. I also remember that I have 2 books out there that are called Easy Mallets for beginners. One is for vibraphone and improvisation, the other one is for marimba and xylophone. Plus there's a book called Aphorismi if you are a medium to advanced player for solo vibraphone. Those are 11 etudes for solo vibraphone. And it's going to be released a new book about vibraphone and improvisation that will cover all the topics that you need for becoming a great vibraphone player. There's nothing out there like that, and that's why Mr. Stevens wanted to publish it with his company. If you haven't done, please subscribe to the channel, put a thumb up on the video if you liked it, and we'll see each other pretty soon with a new vibraphone lesson. Thanks a lot for watching, and bye bye.